Today we're going to make a vehicle for an egg tempera. It requires carefully breaking your egg, hopefully in half. You want to separate out the egg white from the egg yolk without breaking the egg yolk. The fresher the egg, the better. This is one from the grocery store, so it's not a fresh one. Alright, so I have the egg white oozing into my bowl exactly the way I want it to. Perfect. I have not broken the yolk yet. Also perfect. So to get rid of the rest of the egg white out of there, I'm going to very carefully pass the yolk into the other side of the egg. Is the egg yolk still intact?
Yeah, be careful, you're dipping it.
It's starting to break. There's not much left. Okay. I think we got most of the egg white out of the egg. It's really enough for our purposes. So the egg yolk can be used by itself as an egg tempera. You just break the yolk, so break the membrane on the yolk and separate it out. I'm just going to put the whole yolk in here. We're going to put that in the refrigerator and use it later. Alright, so now the trick to the egg white part is beating the egg to death with an electric egg beater, or if you're really crazy you can use your arm and do it the old-fashioned way and be very sorry later you tried that. We're going to beat the egg white into a meringue. I'm going to start off and we're going to stop and time it and start again, because you're not going to want to watch the 5 minutes in the middle because it's very boring. Alright, I've just spent half an hour with a really crappy beater beating this into a meringue. See how it's solidified? It's mostly free of bubbles except right around the edges. It's not clear anywhere, and it's solid enough that it's holding some shape, those ridges on the top. Basically, you want to beat your egg into a meringue, if you know what a meringue is on a pie. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for an hour or two and let it clear liquid separate out from it. And that's what we're going to want to use for our paint. Okay, this is significantly later. This has been sitting in the refrigerator. You see when I tip it over, this clear liquid oozes out from what was the meringue. So we pour that clear liquid off into a separate container, and that's our glaire. We mix that with our pigment and we get a tempera. So there are two types of tempera. Egg tempera, glaire made from egg white and egg yolk. Now I've left the membrane on the egg yolk because I plan to use it later, and once I poke the yolk and remove the membrane, it will start to dry. One of the tricky things about using tempera paint is that it dries a lot faster, especially in watercolor and oil. But I'll get into that more when I talk about how you make paint. So these are the vehicles for making tempera paint: egg yolk and glaire.